The Earth is ancient, older than memory, older than civilization, older than the stories we tell under the night sky. Yet scattered across continents, across forests, deserts, oceans, and mountains, lie places where human history and natural wonder collide. These places are the threads that stitch the story of humanity together. Some shaped empires, some witnessed revolutions, some remain mysterious, defying everything we think we know. We call them World Heritage Sites, not owned by any single country, but belonging to all of us. Humanity's collective treasure chest. Today we journey through some iconic UNESCO World Heritage Sites, from temples carved into mountains, to forests older than human memory, to lost cities swallowed by time, to monuments built on love, faith, and unshakable belief. Prepare to travel across 3,000 years of history, across 7 continents, across civilizations long gone and worlds still alive. This Wow Train is the story of our planet, a story written in stone, sand, ice, and sky. Emerging from the emerald waters of the Gulf of Tonkin are thousands of limestone pillars, towers carved by time, wind, and ancient seas. This is Halong Bay, a landscape so unreal that legends speak of dragons who descended from the heavens to protect Vietnam, carving mountains with their tails. Here, fishermen sail in traditional wooden boats. Caves hide shimmering limestone chambers. Misty mornings blur sea and sky into one endless canvas. Halong Bay is not just scenery, it is a poem written in water and stone. In the heart of North America lies a landscape shaped by fire and ice, where Earth breathes through geysers that erupt with boiling fury. Yellowstone, the world's first national park. Here, bison roam freely across open plains. Wolves return to forests that once echoed with their howls. And geysers like Old Faithful send columns of steam skyward in a spectacle as ancient as the planet. The ground beneath Yellowstone is alive, a supervolcano whose heartbeat warms rainbow-colored hot springs and paints mineral terraces in hues of gold and turquoise. Yellowstone is a reminder that Earth is not a silent planet, but a living one. In the heart of Croatia, hidden between forested mountains and ancient limestone canyons, lies a place that feels almost unreal. Plitvice Lakes National Park, a natural masterpiece crafted by water, time, and silence. A chain of 16 turquoise lakes, each flowing into the next through waterfalls of every size, forms one of the most spectacular aquatic landscapes on Earth. Here, nature paints with color. The lakes shift from emerald green to deep sapphire blue depending on the minerals, sunlight, and the seasons. No 2 days ever look the same. As you walk along wooden pathways suspended above clear water, you can see everything beneath the surface. Dancing fish, submerged logs turned to stone by minerals, and bubbling springs rising from the earth. Every step feels like entering another world. Throughout the year, Plitvice transforms. In spring, waterfalls swell and thunder. In summer, the lakes glow turquoise under the sun. In autumn, fiery red and gold leaves reflect on still water. And in winter, the park freezes into a white kingdom of ice, silence, and sparkling frozen falls. Plitvice Lakes is not just a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is Europe's living water garden, a place where every drop of water tells a story millions of years old, and every viewpoint feels like a painting come to life. On the rolling plains of Salisbury, where winds whisper across open grasslands, stands one of humanity's greatest mysteries, Stonehenge, a circle of massive stones, each weighing as much as 25 tons, arranged with astonishing precision nearly 5,000 years ago. No one alive today knows exactly why it was built, yet its purpose echoes through every stone. Some believe Stonehenge was a temple aligned with the sun, a place where ancient people gathered to mark the summer and winter solstices, Twice each year, sunlight pierces through the stones in perfect alignment, casting long shadows that transform this quiet field into a sacred stage of light. Others see it as a burial ground, an astronomical observatory, or a spiritual gateway connecting earth and sky. Whatever its origin, the effort to transport these stones, some from over 200 kilometers away, speaks of a society united by belief, vision, and extraordinary skill. Even today, standing in its presence feels surreal. The stones rise like giants from the earth, weathered by thousands of winters, yet still defiantly strong. Around them, silence lingers, a reminder that Stonehenge is not just an ancient monument, but a message from a civilization that understood the stars, honored the cycles of nature, and built something meant to outlast time itself. Stonehenge endures, mysterious, majestic, eternal. Rising from the lush volcanic plains of central Java stands a monument unlike any other, Borobudur, the largest Buddhist temple on earth. Built in the 9th century, this colossal stone mandala is both a shrine and a spiritual journey, carved entirely by hand long before modern tools existed. Borobudur is shaped like a mountain of enlightenment. Pilgrims ascend its 9 terraces, moving from the earthly world at the base through layers of carved stories and teachings, all the way to the peaceful, circular platforms at the top. There, 72 bell-shaped stupas encircle a single great stupa, each containing a silent Buddha gazing toward the horizon. At sunrise, Borobudur becomes a scene of pure magic. Mist rolls across the valley, volcanoes silhouette the sky, and sunlight slowly reveals the stupas like lanterns waking from sleep. In that moment, the temple feels less like a structure and more like a living symbol of peace. Borobudur is not just a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is Indonesia's timeless heart, a reminder of faith, artistry, and the enduring human quest for enlightenment. Above the city of Athens, atop a rocky hill, stands the birthplace of Western civilization, the Acropolis, crown jewel of ancient Greece. The Parthenon, built in 438 BCE, is not merely a temple to Athena. It is a symbol of democracy, of philosophy, of human potential. The ancient Greeks believed beauty must be mathematical. Every column, every angle, every proportion of the Parthenon follows a design that mimics the harmony of the human body. Empires have risen and fallen around it. Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans. But the Acropolis has stood for more than 2,000 years, reminding us of ideas that shaped the modern world. Banff National Park is nature at its most dramatic. Emerald lakes reflect towering mountains, glacier-fed rivers cut through valleys, fields of wildflowers stretch across the landscape in summer, while winter blankets everything in serene white. The park feels vast and untouched. Wildlife roams freely: elk, bears, mountain goats, all part of an ecosystem in perfect balance. Whether you're hiking to a viewpoint or simply sitting by a lake, Banff invites you to slow down and breathe deeply. In the heart of Japan lies Kyoto, a city where more than 1,000 years of history still breathe through ancient temples, wooden streets, and quiet moss gardens. The historic monuments of ancient Kyoto, a collection of temples, shrines, and palaces, preserve the soul of Japan's imperial past. These monuments are not just architectural masterpieces. They are living sanctuaries of philosophy, ritual, and beauty. Every gate, every lantern, every winding path invites visitors into a world shaped by harmony, spirituality, and timeless tradition. Kyoto endures as Japan's cultural heart, a place where the past is not forgotten, but forever alive. In the heart of Barcelona rises a cathedral unlike any other, a masterpiece of stone, light, and imagination known as La Sagrada Familia. Designed by visionary architect Antoni Gaudí, construction began in 1882, and more than a century later, it is still unfolding, growing skyward like a living sculpture. The basilica is a fusion of faith and nature. Its towering spires resemble mountains. Its columns branch like trees reaching toward heaven. And its facades, the Nativity, the Passion, and the Glory, tell the entire story of Christ in stone, each carved with breathtaking detail. Sagrada Familia is not just a basilica, it is Barcelona's beating heart, a dream made of stone, still rising, still evolving, and still inspiring millions from around the world. A monument not only to architecture, but to the limitless imagination of the human spirit. Across the vast plains of northern Tanzania stretches one of the last true natural wonders of our planet, the Serengeti, a land where horizons seem endless and wildlife moves in rhythms older than human memory. Each year, more than 1.5 million wildebeest, joined by zebras and gazelles, thunder across the grasslands in the Great Migration, the largest land migration on Earth. But the Serengeti is more than this epic spectacle. Here, life moves according to nature's oldest laws, a place where every dawn begins a new story and every moment feels timeless. The Serengeti is not just a national park, it is Africa's living heartbeat, wild, raw, and forever free. Our world is filled with wonders, some carved from stone, some shaped by nature, some preserved by culture, and some simply born out of human dreams. Visiting these UNESCO World Heritage Sites is not just about travel. It's about understanding our shared past, celebrating our diversity, and appreciating the heritage we must protect for future generations. The world is vast, and every corner has a story waiting for you. So start planning, keep exploring, and remember, adventure begins with curiosity.